is Ana Sofía Escobar Hurtado. I'm currently studying high school at the San Jose University of Obregon, and I'm taking the subject of English. Next, I will answer some questions raised in the integrative project. Narrate one example of a zero conditional. I use olive oil when I cook. Narrate one example of a first conditional. If I pass this exam, I won't have to do it again. Narrate one example of a second conditional. If we had a garden, we could have a cat. Narrate one example of a third conditional. If I had left earlier, I wouldn't have missed my flight. Narrate one example of a missed conditional. If I had worked harder at school, I would have a better job now. Explain briefly what a cognate is and give an example. A cognate is a word that is related in origin to another word. Example, night. Give an example of a false cognate. Bark. Explain what the passive voice and what is the passive voices and give an example. In the past, the passive voices uses the verbs was and were. 2 people were killed in a drive-by shooting on Friday night. Give an example of a passive voice with simple tense. My mom sings that song. Give an example of a passive voice with continuing tense. Am I being watched? Give an example of a passive voice with perfect tense. Ira had gone to the movies. Thank you so much for your attention.